Welcome to Indonesia's North Sulawesi, with foods and culture completely different from Jakarta.
This is nature's boiling pot. That's so nuts.
Food that might be considered an occasional delicacy elsewhere in Asia seems pretty commonplace here, but there's a reason for that.
They're very hunt-based, so they're more into going to the jungle and find whatever food they can find.
Today I'm on a mission to sample some of North Sulawesi's traditional offerings, but they're not for everyone.
I smell there's some gaminess in the air.
A lot of gaming.
From ancient foods said to have healing properties,
It just smells like grass. Is there some medicinal property to this?
It is.
to food that most in the West try to stay away from.
There's a big bowl of rats here.
Some might call it scary, but in North Sulawesi, they call it lunch.
Today on the Best Ever Food Review Show, we are having another fun food adventure.
Yes.
I'm with Michael.
Hi. We are at Langwan right now, and this is like very up high in the mountain.
Well, what kind of foods will warm me up the most?
Snake.
I knew you were gonna do that.
Yeah, of course.
Michael is a local here, and everything we'll try today is food he grew up with. Some of it he'd even call comfort food. For generations, agriculture has not been the norm here. But why would it be when the jungle is so full of food?
What's the most normal thing they have?
Rats.
I like that rat is the most normal thing they
Yeah,
have. Let's
it
just
is.
go.
So instead of pork, beef, or lamb, here you're gonna find bats, wild boar, snake, and even rats. This countryside restaurant has all that and more.
We are headed into the kitchen
kitchen.
right now. I hear a torch going. Oh, this is a nice kitchen.
Even though this type of food is fairly common here, this type of restaurant isn't, with locals usually eating at home rather than having a fancy lunch out.
Why did you decide to open this type of restaurant and not a bagel shop or frozen yogurts?
Cuman fokus di makan. Oh, because it's like the signature dish of Minahasan tribe. For the locals, like this what we eat every day.
Which one is your favorite?
Tikus, he like rats.
All right, I'm starting to feel better about rats.
Unlike city rats, which collect parasites and diseases, these rats come from the jungle and have spent their lives foraging on organic food like seeds.
The tail is white.
It's white.
So which means this is a good rats.
To go quickly through what's on the menu, we've got rat, the hind quarter of a wild boar, and what is this?
This is snake that has been seared with like fire blowtorch.
I like snake. Big
Oh,
snakes
yes.
are even better because it's
Right.
more meat. You can bite into it. These rats. There's a big bowl of rats here. Okay,
if
pretty
there's
neutral.
Yeah, pretty neutral. After this, we're gonna chop it up and then we're gonna fry this.
We're gonna get rat and snake. Let's do those two.
How to cook rat. Step 1. Start with rat. Next, chop it into small pieces. Now it's ready to be cooked, and it seems that most of the menu options here are cooked more than once.
There's no orders that are medium here.
Yeah.
It's all well done and then well done 2 more times after that.
Possibly to eliminate any living bacteria. The rat is sautéed with basil, lemon leaves, lemongrass, turmeric to help cover any gaminess in the meat.
The smells in here as they're cooking is very strong, masking flavors.
A lot of chilies. as
Camera
well.
guy is sneezing, everyone's sneezing.
Yeah,
it's
everyone's
hilarious.
sneezing.
Oh, and heaps of chili powder too.
He's scooping everything into this big old container, and then that is done.
The snake of the day. It's chopped, then boiled in hot water.
Oh my goodness.
Stop it!
That's the way he knows like when it's ready or not.
I'm concerned for your health.
Next, he washes the snake to remove any gamey odors left from the boiling process.
I smell there's some gaminess in the
A
air.
lot of gaminess.
It's like the taint of a snake who just did the Tour de France.
Sort of France. Oh goodness.
Just like the rat, the snake is cooked with heaps of powerful spices.
Oh, the snake is going in right now. Whoa, look at all that snake.
Finish it off with a bit more seasoning, and we're ready for our countryside luncheon.
Do you think I can eat all this? All right, we got a little bit of everything here.
Yeah,
The whole Lion King kingdom.
Lion.
I want to start with the snake, and let's just jump into it.
You say it's rice, man.
So I got
rice.
What am I crazy over here?
Yeah.
We got to fill up with some rice. So I'm gonna get more snake. Let's see. I got an arm here, some hip bones here. This is a femur. Here's a kneecap. It looks pretty good. Cheers.
Oh, Very good.
It's fairly gamey, very gelatinous. There's some powerful flavors in there. The lemongrass, turmeric come through in a big way. I'm gonna grab some more. I've had it before where they completely took all the skin off. The skin is very dominant here. That's kind of the main texture I'm feeling. Look at that bite. Oh guys, is that not the most delicious bite you've ever seen?
Yeah.
That was too big of a bite. I'm having a mental block right now.
You need to tone it down with some veggie, man.
It's a good palate cleanser. I do believe this is an acquired taste. I think if I grew up with this, it wouldn't be a big deal, but it's still just a little intense for me. I still got some heebie-jeebies a little bit. Moving on to the rat party. Oh, that's like a rear thigh. I'm just gonna try to peel the meat off of there.
Do you use 2 hands to eat?
Oh, am I offending the local people?
Quite a little bit. We really respect what hands that you're using. For example, this one is should greet with people, and this one is used when you go to the toilet. So
I did wash it before we ate. I got a little bit of protein right here. Put it with some rice. Oh, that's good. That's pretty gamey too. It's like dark meat flavor from chicken. Multiply that times 5, add some liver flavor.
that's not how you eat it.
I don't know how to eat it. Tell me what to do.
Take the whole thing and use your tongue and use your teeth to find the meat inside.
Whoa.
Bit off.
It's like a garbage disposal. I feel like I'm gonna choke on a bone. It's like tying a knot in a cherry stem. We're taking off the meat with our tongue.
Yeah. Is enough meat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's enough. I'm gonna get some rice.
Usually this way you can feel both intense flavor, but as well as the gaminess.
Actually, to be honest, I've had both of these animals before, and I've liked them both before. Here they seem to be particularly gamey, and I'm not sure why.
The distinct flavor that I would get is a hint of gaminess, but also the tender is different from like chicken, but like better.
You enjoying it? That's enough for me.
With a tummy full of jungle meats, we're now headed to Michael's childhood home, where he has a few more surprises in store.
A big question I have is, what is Indonesian food?
For me, what is Indonesian food is like comfort food that actually have some effects on your body. Here, like up in the mountain, all the food is like very high temperature kind of meat, so it's gonna warm your blood up.
With 2 parents from different tribes, you could say Michael had a diverse culinary experience growing up.
This is my mom.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Michael's mother is a preacher. A lot of this area became Christian after colonialization by the Dutch. And this particular dish is kind of like a local Christmas ham, but with bamboo.
I usually get it when there's Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter, all those occasions.
So we've got a bunch of ingredients on the table. We've got pork fat. That's all banana heart right there?
Yeah.
I haven't seen the full
one
thing.
This like the flower of the banana.
That's so cool. So when you go to the store and get a bunch of bananas, this is the baby version of that. What is this one?
It's called pangi.
It just smells like grass. I think I've had this before in Vietnam. Is there some medicinal property to this?
It is.
This will all be mixed into the bamboo. Starting with the ground lemongrass, ginger.
Whoa.
I've noticed that. Tons of scallions being used here, especially in the last place. Mounds of chilies. Is she worried about me?
Yeah, she's worried about you. She's like asking like all
she's
these
like,
spices.
He looks a little pale. Can he handle all this spice? It was so spicy the whole time. Can you tell it was spicy? I'm dying right now. Why did we do that?
Yeah.
I can handle it, trust me. So now she's putting in all this pork fat.
Actually, the Dutch came in and introduced us to the pork. Usually they would use wild boar.
How long has this country been independent from the Dutch?
It's been 82 years from independence from the Dutch.
From here, we're only mixing half with this kind of leaf.
And
when's the last time your mom made this?
all about Thanksgiving.
During those Christian holidays.
During those Christian holidays. Because after the Dutch come in, they introduced as well the culture of be thankful. So once in a year, they would gather around, give thanks to the religion, and also family gather around to celebrate the togetherness.
This is your Thanksgiving turkey,
Yeah,
in a way.
In a way.
She's gonna put it in the bamboo and just stuff it all the way full?
Even though it's full, it's gonna reduce into half.
Anything combined with a bunch of pork fat, you can't go wrong.
After stuffing the bamboo, it's capped with some leaves and cooked on a fire for about an hour. So while that's roasting, Michael and I are headed just down the road for a snack he guarantees I've never tried before.
We are at the geyser, like located so far up in the mountain right now, and we're gonna eat that.
This natural geyser has pools containing boiling hot water. Basically, it's Mother Nature's crock pot.
He is cooking something in this bag down here. What is it?
You boil a corn inside.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. This is amazing.
This is like boiling very hot temperature of water. We can cook you up.
The smell here, it is very sulfury. It's like old eggs, or maybe you could say it's like a little farty. Hello, sir. How long does it take to boil the corn?
About an hour. Oh yeah, he's finished. He's finished.
Look at this timing. We didn't even set this up. We just came here randomly. So he's opening. The corn is still in the husk. Oh, wow. Do you have the iron hands like the guy at the first restaurant?
I know.
It's very warm, and smelling it, it's a little bit sulfury. That's really fascinating.
You haven't had sulfuric corn before, right?
I don't know if I've ever been to a geyser before. It's very manageable, not too hot. Should we dig in? Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah. That's really good. There's a hint of sulfuriness in there.
This is a hint.
Not
though.
much. It's not farty. I cannot believe that they're just cooking corn in the earth. This is nature's boiling pot. That's so nuts. How many batches does he make?
About like this much, like all of it.
Oh, it's just like super perfectly cooked corn on the cob with some kind of interesting sulfuriness in there, but it's not overly powerful, but just so fresh and so yummy. Sir, thank you so much.
Back at Michael's house, our Christmas bamboo has finally finished cooking.
This looks beautiful. Thank you so much for cooking for us today. Can you tell me the name of it?
Normally you would say sayur bulu. Sayur means vegetables, bulu means bamboo. So these are the vegetables that you put inside the bamboo.
What's that?
This is water spinach.
And then we've got our double. Has your mom ever watched YouTube?
Oh, use it sometimes.
What do you watch, like makeup tutorials?
Oh, cooking shows.
That's so awesome. Right here, we've got a little bit of fat, a little bit of rice, and then the banana on there too. Let's do it. That is so spicy.
It is so spicy, I told you.
Super aromatic. I think it needs a higher ratio of rice in there. Is there some meat on there too, or is it just fat?
You don't eat with meat though with this. Because coming back from the culture itself, the only thing they can afford is chunks of fat. So they mixed it up.
And they made it work. They definitely did. I got a big piece of fat in that one. It's juicy, tender, and it kind of bursts open. I'm gonna get some of this dabu dabu. Oh, is that too much?
That's right.
I might look weak, but in the inside, I'm just kind of weak. Okay, here we go. So fresh. Oh, if I could give your mom a Yelp review, maybe
it?
5 out of 5.
5 out of 5? Thanks.
Absolutely. Okay, I'm gonna try a little bit of this one
Really
now. I think I've had this kind of plant before. It's pretty earthy. We got some of that grassiness, some pork fat. Look at these beautiful colors coming together. Go for it. Very intense flavor, chewy texture, a bit bitter. I do like the banana one more. Which one's your favorite?
Oh, the
banana.
Yeah.
See. Can you tell her that you're lucky that she's your mom?
Beruntung dapat mama sama ni mama kata.
She's a damn good cook. I'm so glad that I was able to experience so much of North Sulawesi with you and to get your point of view on all these different foods, especially some of the ones considered a bit more extreme, unusual. And it was such an honor to be able to eat your mother's food.
Yes.
So, terima kasih. Thank you so much.
All right.
And for you guys, this video was made possible by One Trip Vietnam.
One Trip is the highest rated tour company in Vietnam, doing tours from north to south. Right now in Hanoi, Da Nang, Hoi An, and Saigon, you can experience food tours, adventure tours, and more.
To learn more about One Trip, check out the links in the description down below. I will see you next time. Peace.
Baby, if you're looking for some crazy